What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great weekend with friends and family. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Y'all putting that work in internally and externally, and I see it. And you guys keep pushing it through. I love you guys so much, and I can feel it and I can sense it. However, when it comes to the physicalities, y'all, you do gotta take a couple of days off. Now, I know you guys were in the no days off zone looking, but please, the psyche can only hold so much pressure, and I do want to encourage you guys to take a weekend off or a couple of days off, at least one day off, right? Just to decompress. You go down to the beach, if you're in the Florida area or you up north area, it's warm out. Just chill, relax, get a book and reflect your thoughts and come back stronger the next 5 week and just emphasize that. Okay. So as we move forward with our fitness journey and our health journey, you guys be mindful that your spirit is going to show, right? Your mental is going to show out. Even if you're keeping it all inside, people is going to feel it. People is going to sense it. People want to be around it. Okay. But it's your responsibility to keep your boundaries intact as you go, because this is a spiritual journey too, and a mental health journey. And people is going to feel it. They're going to sense it. As soon as you walk in a room and you put that work in and you get your psyche back in order, they want to be part of it because there's a tension that comes along with that. It plays a big role. So not everybody can be involved in that intention. So you got to refrain yourself. You got to put your boundaries intact and just keep climbing on top. All right. It doesn't stop, because you're going to drain yourself and it's not going to look good in the outcome. Okay. So moving forward, try to put your boundaries in a healthy way and just keep moving higher on the ladder, but you got to keep it intact. Okay. Because not every spirit can be involved within your spirit that you got. Because again, it's blooming, right? It's blousing through, and everybody can see it. They can sense it, right? That's a gift that you have by being consistent, by being disciplined, right? By not overthinking, using new practical skills to move forward with your life that people are missing, that they don't have. They can't acknowledge it, so they grasp from you to get it. All right. So just be mindful. Take a couple of days off, refrain, and just take a break off from your brain. To spend with the family and keep the ball rolling. All right. Today's topic is going to be how to interpret different point of views without prejudice act. So I'm going to piggyback off from last week topic, revisiting back to law enforcement. All right, so this is going to be a little bit controversial, but this is a platform for growth, right? We're all learning, we're all students, and we're going to take these as initiation and move forward with this, okay? So we're going to elaborate a little bit more on empathetic skills, compassion, and wisdom. So we're going to reflecting on our mental growth, okay? So we're a new environment. It's all about growth, okay? So moving forward, from an architectural standpoint, when we look at a three-dimensional surface, we often focus more on one side than the other, right? We tend to critique what we are familiar with, what we have experienced, witnessed, or been shown, right? But however, when we shift our view to another side, it can feel unfamiliar, it can feel unusual, even though it is part of the same structure. You see? So what you see is what you talk about. Your eyes might be drawn to the blue side of a building, while mine is drawn to the green side, right? We are both looking at the same building though, but from different perspectives. You see, so we're not bashing one another. We're going to come into agreement and conclusion. All right. So, but this is how I see the topic of law enforcement. Some people focus on one side, while others notice the side that's often ignored. All right, it's been redundant, and I want to share my perspective, the side that I see. Okay, so this is my opinion, and while you may not agree with it, I hope it encourages you to think differently. Okay, so think outside the box, right? Have some empathy, like be mindful. Okay, so we all have different ways of seeing and thinking, but from my perspective, I want to express my appreciation for law enforcement. I really do. They do their thing, right? Police officers rescue people. They help keep the community safe. For example, when there's a bomb threat or explosion, most people what? They run away to protect themselves, right? Or gunshots, they run to the opposite direction, right? However, police officers, they often run towards the danger to save others. Am I right or am I wrong? All right. So it takes a very brave and special person to put their life at risk for others. All right. And and I truly respect them for that. I really do. And I appreciate them 100%. But at the same time, it is important to remember that police officers are human beings, right? They just like us, right? They are someone's husband or wife, father or mother, son or daughter, brother or sister. So somebody's related to somebody, right? And I would like to ask you guys a serious question, like a really, really serious question, right? Hypothetically speaking. So if a thief or someone steals a vehicle without a driver license, right? And he endangers others on the road, and then in process runs over a police officer, okay, who is just trying to protect the public, okay? He's just trying to protect the public. I'm gonna ask you a question. Who is held responsible for that officer's life, right? Who can the officer family turn for justice? Who can they sue for what that just happened? You see? So these kinds of situations happen, yet we do not always hear people expressing sympathy for the officers and their family members, that go through that endangerment, that crisis they go through. That officer also, there's somebody's loved one, right? That family and children, the kids go to school with. So my main point is this, right? We should appreciate what police officers do to protect us. All right. And we should also teach our children to respect them, right? Ages from 12 to 17. Okay. So I do encourage you, the young people, to especially those between those ages, just to reach out and say, hey, look, man, I appreciate you guys, what you guys do. Right. Without you guys, I don't know what will happen. Right. And to recognize the role they play in protecting our communities at all times. All right. So I hope this resonates with you. If you guys have any questions, please hit me up. Always inbox me. That's fine with me. But just stay protected. And just hopefully you guys encourage this to think outside the box with high critical thinking skills, because we're all going higher for moving forward. All right. We're all students. We're all learning. But this is all mental growth. Okay. I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the great work. I see you guys. Have a great week. And don't forget, if y'all putting that work in, please get some time to rest that psyche. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a great night.